Okay, Carlos, this is going to be just a couple of things that we're going to want to look at and that we can start to address in the season. So I'm going to go over your video from the side view mostly. The biggest thing for you is the beginning of your motion. So it happens right here. When you lift your leg, you basically throw off the beginning weight shift of your delivery. You have incredible rotational speed. So the majority of your velocity comes from your ability to rotate fast. And you got a late arm action, pretty heavy looking ball, similar to the way Brock throws. I know you guys said y'all played together. You guys actually remind me of each other a little bit and how the ball comes out of your hand. So, dude, the ball, speed wise, man, we're going to pick up the big, 94, 95 for you is going to come from this beginning right here. So when you lift your leg, the thing that you do is you see how your knee is sort of pointed out right here, and you're going to lift sort of straight up and down, and your knee still is sort of flexed out, and your foot is kind of tucked up under your knee right here. So it's very open looking at this point, the relationship of your back leg to your front leg, and your front hip is actually the thing that we want to lead the way when it comes to our weight shift down the mound. So the remaining of your velocity is going to come from speed of movement and keeping your hips closed, and that all starts at this front leg. We need to change this front leg to where it actually is coming back more. It's not you turning. You're not like counter rotating or anything like that. You're just going to lift your knee back just a little bit more, and you need to relax your front leg so that you are not lifting with your knee on the outside of your front elbow. So if you're looking at your hands right here and you're looking at your knee right here, we'd want that knee to be right in the middle of your hands, okay? And then what that's going to do is, as you move forward, watch the next couple frames here. You're going to lift outside of your front elbow. You're going to start moving towards the plate. Your foot's way too tucked up under your leg, so your hip's not able to go first and stay closed the entire time down the mount. The other thing this does is this is going to make you have internal pressure on your back leg. So in other words, you're not going to be able to stabilize here in your back leg. You're going to sit down in your delivery instead of go sideways in an explosive manner. So you're going to start going towards the plate. You're going to see what I mean. You're going to start going towards the plate. Because of the way you lifted, your feet are way too far apart. So handbrake right here for you. Okay, so we've broken our hands. Look at the gap between our legs right here. Okay? We want to have our feet be so much closer together at this point. We actually want to look more like where we're going to be here. Back leg's going to be more stable, and the front leg's going to be back here still. Okay? And I'll send you some stills of what that's supposed to look like. But basically, you got to lift the leg back further. You got to let it relax and let your foot kick out away from you a little bit when you lift. So your foot needs to dangle directly under your knee. It doesn't need to tuck under your leg. It doesn't need to be tense at all. It doesn't need to be flexed at all. You get it up in the air, you keep it relaxed and loose, and you don't care about it when it's in the air. So when we get that front leg fixed, that's going to help you move down the mound a lot differently. Because all you do from now is you just sit here, like you've not driven off of your back leg at this point. You just sort of set down in your back leg. Alright, and then right at the end of your delivery, you're just going to rotate the shit out of this ball. So right here, you got a very late action with your arms. You're going to you have very good trunk speed. Your hip shoulder separation is incredible. This is actually bigger. I think this is better than Brock's. So basically, the look of this foot being turned over right here and your shoulders being square to us, that's all your speed. This frame right here is showing where all your velocity is coming from. But this frame is showing where all your stress is coming from, because you're literally having to make up all your speed at the very end of the delivery, and we want it to happen at the beginning of the delivery so that we're not trying so hard at the end. Then you land. The other thing that's noticeable is when we get this fixed, see how you've landed. This is technically landing for you, and you're going to start bracing and rotating. You see how your shoulders are open and then pointed slightly down, and your head is just like pulling off to the side? You have essentially dragged the arm a little bit here. And again, this is going to be fixed by that beginning motion. So this is great. Sorry, wrong shape. This is great right here. Your extension, your bracing of your front leg, all your speed, like I said, is coming from this. But everything for you is back here. We're going to make you lift differently. We're going to make you push differently. You're going to have more speed going into the delivery, and then you're going to get to that. If you're sitting 99 to 1 like this, then you're going to be a 94.5 person fairly easily here. So, looking forward to working with you, man.